Midday Kentucky cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. We are right here at Wild Thyme with Miss Allison Davis, and we are cooking the bacon. We're frying right now. I'm frying up some bacon.
She said, what did you say? If we're doing bacon this week, like I'm just going to combust.
Yeah, I'm going to spontaneously combust. That's what I'm going to do.
You know, I don't know what it is, but I guess spring horse racing makes me think of two things, bourbon and bacon. So we're doing one of my favorites. We do this in a lot of our cooking with bourbon classes, especially this time of year because beans are going to be coming in season, you know, as we get into the warmer months. But this is a bourbon and bacon green beans. So what we're doing right now is just kind of browning and crisping up some bacon. The recipe that we're going to have online is going to say you can add a shallot or a diced onion to that if you want.
Okay.
Or you can omit it. I didn't put an onion in today. I've just got the bacon.
Okay.
We've crisped it a little bit, and now we are going to just kind of turn it on a low heat and then just add our beans in.
Directly in?
Yeah, directly in. I don't blanch the beans because I like for my vegetables to still have a bit of a bite and to be a little crisp. So I like to just keep them at that raw state. So what you're doing is just kind of lightly sauteing them. They're going to still stay nice, bright, and green. We're going to keep them on a low heat, and so you could be preparing this for dinner or preparing this, you know, to go with, you know, a luncheon, and keep it on a low heat, and by the time you've got kind of everything ready, those will be just softened enough to where they're perfect consistency, and then still have a good bite to them.
Do you ever cover them, or do you leave them
uncovered? I don't, because then you're going to be steaming them. So I really do want to keep the crispness of the vegetables. So we're just kind of lightly sauteing them. So, you know, we've got a little bit of salt, but I still salt and pepper everything. But you're going to get some salt from the bacon, so be careful not to over season. Some pepper. And then we got a couple of fun things that we're going to add into this. So this is our maple and bourbon bacon green bean, I guess. I'm not sure the title. So we're going to add a bit of maple syrup in here. That's going to balance with the sweetness or with the saltiness of the bacon. And then we add in some bourbon, and I'm going to show you a little flambe. Okay, so we'll hope that this doesn't light our cameraman on fire. All right, so we got a little of the maple in there. You just kind of throw a little bit of that bourbon on there, and then if you've got it, you should be able to catch the alcohol. And so what happens is the alcohol is going to cook out, and then if you shake it, it looks a little bit even fancier. But then the bourbon flavor is concentrated a little bit into the sauce. So now our sauce is made of bourbon and maple and some of the bacon drippings, and so you've got this nice kind of glaze going. You want to give it a shake, don't you?
Oh my gosh, I do. I can't help it. I've never done that before. All right.
So there you go. And so once the flame is kind of out, then you know you've cooked the alcohol out of it, and you're just getting the flavor of the bourbon. And lastly, I do this for color and also, again, to kind of bring some of that sweetness to the dish. A little bit of just dried cranberries. And then we're going to let this just kind of simmer on a low heat, and that is it. So
do I need to stir it?
You can a little bit, but really this is such an easy, elegant, just ready to go side dish for spring. And yeah, I would serve this up with any dish.
Are my bangs still on?
Your bangs are good. Your hair's good. We're not flammable over here.
I haven't everything off yet.
But yeah, that's about it. So. Any questions on that?
It looks fantastic.
You know, I thought about another alternate to this recipe. If you're like a fan of snap peas, I think you could probably do this very same recipe, but with snap peas and bacon and cranberries. And if you wanted to have that, like maybe with some Asian grilled steak or something like that, that would be a nice pairing.
Oh, sounds so good. I can't wait to try it. Well, for this recipe and many other recipes, head over to our website at WTVQ.com/Midday Kentucky. Make sure you go to the recipes tab, or you can head over to Miss Allison's website at
Wild Thyme Cooking, and I'm on Instagram at Chef Allison Davis.
And we'll be right back right after this short break. Keep it right here.